Good morning, my friends. It is Wednesday, January 15th, and we have a massive, it's not crazy big, but it's pretty awesome 11-game NBA slate, and I am excited to go a little bit harder with the props today. We've got a big slate, but if we take a look here at yesterday, I'm not going to say we were close because Russ was pretty far off. I liked him over 13 rebounds and assists. He only went for 9. But that played out it's like it just didn't. He wasn't the distributor. His guys were cashing shots, that's for sure. Jamal Murray went nuts, but he ended with 9, so it didn't go our way. But Zach LaVine took him over 32.5 points and rebounds. This was a slow start, and I thought, that's an absolute bust, and he almost got it done. He 0.5'd us. He caught his rhythm in the second half, and then ended at 32 flat. And then Trey Murphy, this ended up paying off. 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He cashed that one all the way up to 42. Cashed his demon as well. And then Aaron Wiggins also 0.5'd us. He started hot, 9. He had 9 PRA in the first half. And then, we needed him to go over 12.5, and he just didn't end up closing out because Philly actually made this closer than you would have thought. It was not until midway through the fourth quarter that seemed like the Thunder really got things done, which was surprising because Philly was missing a lot of their starters, but he got 12, so didn't cash it for us. Let's take a look at what we're getting into today. So for these four plays today, I'm liking Giannis Antetokounmpo over 46.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Lamelo Ball over 13 rebounds and assists. Onyeka Okongwu over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then I'm going with another Hawk, Vit Krejci, I think is how you say it. 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's a rare occasion on a 4-man slip, especially for my video picks, that I would be going with 2 Hawks, but I like this situation, and we can actually just get right into it. So let's start with Lamelo Ball. Let's see, we're getting them at 13. Oh, they're only letting me do the 13.5. No alt line on here right now. But yeah, I like him to get this done. He said at the beginning of the season he wants to get more triple doubles. He wants to be more of a facilitator, and we've seen that. And we know what he's capable of. But yeah, back-to-back games here, going for 17, and we're getting it at 13 flat. The matchup is a little bit tough on rebounds. It's Utah, but the thing is they're missing a lot of guys tonight. So second in rebounds allowed, 26th in assists allowed. I think he's going to be facilitating pretty heavily tonight. But if you look here, Jordan Clarkson out, John Collins out, Keontae George game time decision, Taylor Hendricks out. It gets worse. Lauri Markkanen out, Colin Sexton out. So I think that his guys surrounding him are going to be able to cash their shots tonight because they're going to be playing against the bench essentially. So I'm probably going to maybe take a look at some Walker Kessler on some plays later on, but I didn't want to take it for the video. But there is going to be a need for him tonight, so he could end up popping off. Just a little honorable mention. But cleared this 7 out of his last 10, and actually here against Houston pushed the line we're getting at 13 flat. So that's kind of like 8 out of 10, but it's not quite a cash, but it's also not a loss. But yeah, I like him to get this done. Let's take a look. Outlier doesn't have any extra notes for us. He's averaging 35.2 minutes per game over this 10-game stretch, 11.5 rebound chances, and 14.3 potential assists. And then the matchup specifically, we already talked about the matchup. So let's take a look at Daily Grind. They like his points, rebounds, and assists the best at 41.5. You could take that if you prefer. I like it too. 50.92% odds to hit the over minus 122. And then the rebounds and assists are right below it at 13. They have it at a 50.22% odds to hit the over minus 118. And we are getting some bumps already to 13.5. But yeah, it opened at 12.5. I was super pumped, and then it got bumped on me. But I still like the 13. So let's keep it rolling. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I mean, this is a play I'm really excited about, actually. It's pretty impressive that even with the injuries, the Orlando Magic keep improving on defense. Look at this, number one in every category: points, rebounds, and assists. If we look specifically at power forwards, it's not quite as tough, but still tough on assists. 10th in points allowed, 10th in rebounds allowed, 1st in assists allowed. That doesn't scare me for Giannis, though, because Giannis is just absolute beast. We already know this. If you take a look at the season, he's cleared this 21 out of 33 games, 64% hit rate. He's done this 3 out of his 4 matchups against them. So yeah, the last time he matched up against them was just on January 10th, and he went for 59. And then the only one he missed, he got 45. So one more bucket would have cashed it. So yeah, 3 out of 5 times he's got this done. But here's what I really love. If we take a look at the 2024 season, we look how he's played at home. It's beautiful. 76% hit rate. 13 out of 17 games. 2 of these games he was knocking on the door, 44 and 45. So we need him to get 47. So I'm loving everything about this. He matches up well against Orlando. He's coming off that game yesterday where he had 13 assists, and that was without Chris Middleton. So, I mean, he can get this done with or without Middleton. Let's just take a look. Games, and I mean, Middleton may end up playing. So games without Middleton, he's done it 11 out of 13. And then let's just look, since Middleton hasn't been in all year, let's look how he plays with Middleton in. So still knocking on the door there. Cleared it, 50% hit rate with Middleton on the floor. And then just barely under the 2 times that he missed. So I'm feeling good about it. I like him to get this done. Let's take a look at daily grind. They like his points rebounds the best at 41.5. They have it at 53.41% odds to hit the over. Minus 143. Yeah, maybe the points rebounds is what you should go with. Go with your gut. But I'm thinking he's coming off a 13 assist game. He matches up well against Orlando. I'm going to go full PRA because even if he doesn't go crazy with the assists, I think he's capable of clearing this 46.5. Even if he goes for like 3 assists, I think it could be one of those nights for Giannis. Minus 131. They have it favored to go over. 53.18% odds to hit the over. Let's look at this over under. 210.5 over under. Milwaukee favored by 6, playing in Milwaukee. And we just looked at these home games. So dude shows out at home. I'm all over this play. I'm loving it. Let's move on. So Iñaki just had a massive game last night where he went for 20. Let's take a look here. Why is it set to the under? We're taking the over. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. 22 points, 21 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's got a soft matchup here against Chicago, 28th in points allowed, 18th in rebounds allowed, 19th in assists allowed, and that's specifically to centers. Over this 5-game stretch, he's averaging 24.2 minutes per game, just 1.8 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, 51% from the field on 9 attempts a game, 4.6 buckets made per game. Literally doesn't shoot threes. He has like 1 attempt over the last 5. Free throws, doesn't get to the line often. Excuse me. 13.8 rebound chances a game and 2.8 potential assists. But here's one of the main reasons I want to try to stay in the flames with him here. They've got a lot of injuries going on still. They only had 10 eligible guys in that game last night against Phoenix, and they still got it done. It was a bummer to see. My sons, it looks like we have another year where we're just going to be trying to figure things out, but it's unfortunate. But we got DeAndre Hunter out for this game. Jalen Johnson, game time decision. He was able to get a little bit of shots up in the shoot around yesterday, so we'll see if they have him. But yeah, I think their coach Snyder, he said that things are progressing in the right direction. They hope to have him back soon, but couldn't give a definitive answer on whether or not he's playing tonight. Larry Nance still out. Cody Zeller still out. Hasn't played all season. On the Bulls side, we got Ayo Dosunmu, game time decision, and that's about it. Torrey Craig is still out. So I think that he's going to be able to get us over. I mean, the dude literally cashed this on rebounds yesterday. So I like him to maybe have a chance to at least get close to that. If Jalen Johnson ends up playing, he's probably not going for 21 rebounds. He's probably not either way. but he's easily capable of getting double-digit rebounds. If Jalen Johnson is out, then he's absolutely gonna. I think he's absolutely going to cash this just because of the vacated rebounds. Jalen Johnson is really good at rebounding too. And so they don't really, they don't play the same position, so it's not like they're competing for minutes, but that will affect the rotations a little bit. So, Onyeka plays center. He's going to be coming in, cutting into the minutes of Capela more so. He's actually kind of taken over on the minutes share. He plays more minutes than Capela, but Capela is kind of like a bigger guy. He can't really, these guys that could be football players that are playing center, it's just you're not going to get a ton of minutes out of them. They're going to be in the low 20s, mid 20s maybe, but these a little bit more athletic guys are going to be a little bit more consistent with the minutes. But he was just in rhythm, so you can see he's kind of averaging that low 20s as well. And then they left him in longer because he was just absolute vacuum with the rebounds yesterday. So 20.5, I'm gonna do it again because they're in a similar situation. Now they're in this massive over under of a game, 244 over under. They're expecting a ton of points. Both teams can put up a ton of points. And then we're playing in Chicago. Chicago favored by just 2 points, so they're expecting it to be close as well. So I'm okay taking multiple pieces of this game. You might even want to look at Trae Young. Not like you want to just load your slip up with Hawks, but diversify, make a couple different slips. I think that a lot of Hawks are going to look good tonight. The main guys who are getting at least 20 minutes who actually do score a little bit, like Krejci here. So yeah, he's cleared this 3 out of his last 5. This game against Utah, he just barely missed it. Actually, we're getting it at 16.5, so he would have cashed that. And then let's see here. The matchup is solid. 20th in points allowed, 22nd in rebounds allowed, 30th in assists allowed. So I like him to be able to get this done. He's got back-to-back games easily crushing this. Both were against Phoenix. So in tonight's game, they're expecting it to be close and there to be a ton of points on the board. So he's been facilitating too. Back-to-back games with 6 assists and yeah, the rebounding is kind of whatever. We're getting this at 16.5. Even at this 17.5 line, I still like it because of the situation they're in. If we take a look at his minutes, averaging 28 minutes a game, got extra play last night. Hopefully that's what happens again tonight. But again, they were shorthanded, so 34.6 minutes. But yeah, he's more so in the mid-20s, 28 minutes per game. Just 3 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, shooting 53% from the field on 8.6 attempts, so 4.6 made buckets a game. But absolutely lights out from beyond the arc right now, 52%, 5.8 attempts, and averaging 3 made threes a game right now. 6.4 rebound chances and 4.8 potential assists. Let's take a look here. Let's get an update here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is still at 16.5 on Prizepicks. I love it. I would take the 17.5. If it bumps by the time you're seeing this, I'm still comfortable with 17.5, but you got to go with your gut. This is favored to super juice to go over. 53.61% odds to hit the over, minus 134. And just about everyone's already bumped this to 17.5. So lock it in now if you want it. They also like his blocks and steals, 52.67% odds to hit the over, the 1.5 blocks and steals, minus 135. So yeah, I'm loving this play. That's going to cover all of the plays. I think I got everything in here. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you guys want to come join our Discord, I always forget to mention it, but we have a killer community over here at Backdoor Fantasy Sports. And I will talk to you about, let's talk a little bit about some promotions if you guys want to stick around for it. We have some partners here over at Backdoor Fantasy Sports. Let me see. So Outlier, obviously, if you guys do want to try this app out, you can try it out for free. It's a killer app. You see the different ways I can take guys in and out of the equation. You get all the different matchups for every position, injury reports, insights, and I mean, like everything. You can go all the way back 2 years and look at the stats. You can take guys in and out. That's my favorite. One of my favorite options is taking guys in and out of the equation and seeing what players do when guys are on and off the floor. Like this, I don't know if I did it in this episode, or in this show, but yeah, DeAndre Hunter's out, so I could just click, show me what Krejci does with DeAndre Hunter out, and it pulls up the games, and then it's just, you can really dive into the details. Try it out, it's free. go down to the link below for Outlier. You don't have to put in a code. Sign up through that link, and they're going to give you a week to just see how you like this app. The optimizer here, this is awesome for just finding plays and then also vetting your plays and looking at what are we getting it at on the platform it's set to, and then what does everyone else have it at? Like, what are their odds on those platforms? It uses AI to get all of the data right there for you. So if I take Vit out of it, it'll show me for NBA. I mean, Trey Murphy, let's run it back. They've got this super juiced. He killed it last night, 42. I love that play, actually. I wish it was in one of my official picks. But yeah, they love Trey Murphy over 30.5. They have it at a 54.73% odds to hit the over, minus 141. So yeah, I mean, I didn't know that he was already up on the board, and Daily Grind helps you with stuff like that. You can see right now, I do have it set to overs and unders, but you guys can see all of these plays. There's a lot of juice right now, guys. It's a good time of day to be on Daily Grind. So if you guys want to try this app out, and a lot of these plays, like I'll refresh, that Trey Murphy may be gone already. Nope, still there, but a lot of these plays will be up here for like 10 minutes because Daily Grind finds discrepancies. I've got the show line discrepancies always checked on. I always leave that on, and it looks for stuff like this. We're getting it at 30.5 on Prizepicks, and it's every other platform has it at 31.5. So if you want to go lock that in, I'm probably going to lock that in as well. But that's the kind of value that something that uses AI like this can get you in a hurry. It'll put stuff on your radar. So use code BACKDOOR over at Daily Grind, dgfantasy.com, code BACKDOOR, and they'll give you 25% off, and you can lock that in for a full year if you want. So if you happen to do it for a year, that would just about cover 25% off at the start of football next season too. You'd pretty much be through the whole thing, but lock it in for as long as you want. Don't feel like you have to take it, but I do love this app. It's where I start my research. These two together, Outlier and Daily Grind, they go hand in hand. But back to Discord. So yeah, we covered Daily Grind. If you use code BACKDOOR at Underdog, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And then Parlay Play. This is the last one I want to really push, because Parlay Play, you use code BACKDOOR, you get 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a $5 promo slip, not just a pick. And we're going to give you a month in our Discord only for Parlay Play. It's an exclusive deal we're doing with Parlay Play, but email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. and we will get you locked in for a month. We just got to confirm that the code BACKDOOR was used, and we'll get you set up. So if you guys want to just jump right in, you just sign up through the Patreon link below. It's $12.99 a month. We brought the price down for 2025. It's less than 50 cents a day. So yeah, you just sign up through Patreon, go into the settings on Patreon, go to connected apps from the menu bar, then you log in from there. So that's going to cover everything, guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the support on the channel. Enjoy this 11-game slate, and guys, we'll catch you later on today on the Backdoor Fantasy Sports channel. Jordy and I'll be putting out some more picks.